Nostalgia's no as good as it used to be, by Eric Budge. Years ago when we were young, our time was spent just having fun. Your ma would hang her washing out. If football hit it, she'd give you a clue. Cowboys and Injuns was my fave. You were sheriff, I was brave. Then we both went off to school. You played the recorder and I played fool. We all played Kirby and Chucky Staines. The bell would ring the journey home. O'er the coal bings would climb and climb and climb until Ma shouted, dinner time! In front of the telly we'd have our tea. Stovies and Angel's Delight for me. The McTweeds seemed to have been around forever, and that was before they had been around forever. They were involved in a fair few projects, most of which could be described as mediocre at best. Kiddie stuff mainly. They tried to break into the lucrative, quirky teenage market, grew their hair long, wore tight tartan trews instead of the traditional kilts. It was Lewis, I think, that came up with the idea of getting together a few talented young performers and putting together a band that would appeal to the impressionable wee lassies and the confused wee boys. The Back City Broo Boys were born. I was one of the first to turn up at the open auditions. I have to make it clear though, my first love has always been poetry and prose. I called myself Ecky B, as I thought it sounded a lot cooler than plain old Eric Budge. We were panned by the critics. They lashed us, saying we couldn't play our own instruments. Total nonsense. Fact is, I'm pretty nifty in the mouthy. Sunday Mail, take note. There was Harris, Lewis, Doogie Houghton, wee Frankie Glesson and myself. I was always the fans' favourite. I was a pretty boy of the band. The Broobies loved us. That's what the fans called themselves, the Broobies. And there was nae finer sight than playing the Glasgow Apollo on a Saturday night than the Broobies bouncing up and down in the front row. The Back City Boys were only around for a year or so, but we were such a parcel of rogues. Oh, there's a good few stories I could tell you, but I've been advised against it by the lawyers, because wee Frankie's lawyers might be looking in. You know, I don't think wee Frankie's got television privileges to this day. Instead, to celebrate an unbelievable 40 years in music, and as is befitting a Costa Book of the Year winner, I have composed this short poem. They were strumming, did the plumbing, from Inverurie toon they cam. Kilts were flashing, all the fashion. It's the McTweed songs and their music. Hey, it's the songs and the music. Listen to the boys and their music, and those boys can play. Hey. The McTweeds are the boys, they had style, they had poise, with a hook and a bonny hooray. They were doing the shows in their guitar and clothes, and their singing was always okay. And their singing was always okay.